each representative represents about 90,000 people. And that's 90,000 people that live within some geographic area with boundaries of streets and roads. And all the people in that area who are old enough to vote, who can vote, pick one person to be their spokesperson, to be a person who makes decisions on their behalf in this building. Now, that person doesn't just represent those individuals that voted for them. That person represents everybody, and not just the adults, but the children as well, old and young. There are 110 representatives. I'm going to pretend like you're a representative today, okay? And you have an idea. You have an idea that kids should go to school year-round because you think that would be important for children's learning, okay? So you're going to write up a bill. It's a piece of paper that you're going to put on the computer today that says, I want to have it be a law that children go to school year-round. Now, you're a representative, so you're going to be down there in your chair, at your table, and you're going to raise your hand, and the Speaker of the House sitting way up front is going to call your name, and you're going to stand up and say, I'd like to introduce bill number, and there'll be a number. The children should go to school year-round. There'll be grumbles from people who sit down here who agree or disagree. But once you've done that, it becomes official. Now it goes into a process of decisions. Generally, a bill is assigned to a committee of people, and you in your classroom, I'm sure you get into committees or small work groups once in a while, right? Okay? So a committee will look at that and decide if that's a good or a bad idea, but then they'll have to come back and present it to everybody. And eventually, the House of Representatives will vote on whether they approve that or whether they don't. Now, if there's 110 representatives, how many yes votes do you think you have to have it pass? Yes. 55? If you said 55, that would be what's called a dead heat or a draw. 55 and 55, and it wouldn't pass. It would die. How many do you have to have? You're getting close. 56. You have to have one more than half. Just one more. It's a simple majority. And if 56 of the voters down here, of the 110, say, we agree with your bill, that means it's been approved by the House. Does that make it a law? No.
No.
No, it just makes it a bill that's been approved by the House. Now, somebody in the Senate over here has to agree with you and say, I'll introduce that in the Senate. Now, there's 38 members of the Senate. How many votes do you think it would take to get approved of the 38? And this is a little more difficult. 38? Yes? 20. You have to be 20 to get approved by the Senate. So if 20 of the senators approved it and 56 of the representatives approved it, it would have been passed by both the House and the Senate. Who now has to vote on it? There's one more. It would be the president in Washington. It would be the governor. It would be the governor. I'm glad you're answering the questions.